A Rays tradition is alive and well, which means Drew Rasmussen gets the opening day start.
You are Locked On Rays, your daily Tampa Bay Rays podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome into the Locked On Rays podcast. The Locked On Rays is part of the Locked On Podcast Network, now the #1 sports podcast network, your team every day. And we are Kevin and Ulises.
And we are lifelong Rays fans who have been podcasting about the Tampa Bay Rays since 2019.
Later on today's show, we wrap up a fun Friday with baseball trivia and Name That War. In a few minutes, we take an early look at the design of the 2026 rotation. But to start, the Rays have named their opening day starter.
And we're going to talk about all of that thanks to FanDuel. Use your profit boost on an NBA future and get entered for your chance to win a trip to the NBA Finals. Play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. The Rays go back to their tradition, and they named Drew Rasmussen their opening day starter. Now, maybe if you're a Locked On Rays OG, you know what that tradition is. If you don't know what their tradition is, I'll explain it. The Rays have always, well, let's not always because not last year, but they usually, more often than not, they do their opening day starter privilege to the guy who had the best season the year prior. And you can go through all of the opening days, at least since Stu Sternberg was in charge, just as a parameter. And it's been that way. The guy who had the best season the previous year, boom, you get the opening day start. That did not happen last year, folks. Remember, Zach Littell was the best pitcher in 2024. So he should have gotten the nod in 2025. He did not. And I'm really happy that we're back to the tradition. Drew Rasmussen was the best pitcher the Rays had in 2025. And it's awesome that he gets the opening day start.
And yeah, it's a fantastic story. I mean, the guy, let's not forget, he came back from 3 major surgeries and
Crazy.
He was brought to the Rays as a reliever and then successfully converted to a starter. And then being able to put up the numbers that he did this past season, absolutely incredible. And I don't want to get greedy here, but based on the tea leaves, it seems like the Rays are more or less ready to let Drew loose in the sense of we're not just going to take you out automatically after 6 innings. You have a no-hitter going into 6 innings, we're taking you out. That was the case in 2025 pretty much.
Yeah.
I think they're going to let him ride, and assuming he's able to make, close to 30 starts again, we could see 170, 175 innings, something in that ballpark, that barometer, which will be pretty important for the bullpen and the rest of the rotation because we still have a question mark about Shane McClanahan. We still have a little bit of a question mark with Steven Matz, who will be making that transition from quasi-reliever to starter again. So, just an awesome, fantastic story. And he 100%, 150% deserved this honor and recognition. And you hope he's able to live up to it throughout the course of the 2026 season. I've seen some projections on Fangraphs and other outlets, and they seem a little bearish on him for some reason. I fully expect him to give us 170 innings and like a 3.2, 3.3 ERA at the max.
I think obviously there's always the worry, but I want to talk about that leash, that hopeful longer leash this time around. If you're the Rays, you probably have been very careful with Drew Rasmussen, and we have seen it, I think what else could Drew Rasmussen have to do to show you I'm good than what he did in 2025? I mean, folks, what he did in 2025 was insane. 150 innings, almost a 22% strikeout rate, a 6% strikeout rate, 276. The FIP was a 384. He was a 2.5 WAR pitcher. He was an all-star. He had a WHIP of 1.02. He was nasty. He was effective, and I understand the hesitancy of giving him a longer leash. But after that season, I think if you're the Rays, like, you can't ask for more. Like, well, now we need this to give you more of a longer leash. No, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
he met the goal of what exceeded it. So, like, I am really hopeful that this year we don't see the 3 innings and he's out because we need to cover his innings throughout the whole season and it's June or it's August. So
Yeah, we saw
get
that a couple of times,
start.
which really kind of, I don't want to say messed with him, but that's kind of been the mark on Rasmussen was, hey, he only threw 150 innings. Why isn't he in the conversation with so many other guys? Well,
We
when the
talked
Rays
about it, right?
put him on a limit, it is what it is.
We talked about it, and you made a point of it. I said, like, how is Drew Rasmussen not in the top 100? And I compared it to Carlos Rodon, and you were like, well, the innings are going to get you. The innings are important to know that you're going to give us, those innings throughout the season. So, like, hopefully this time around the Rays are, they do give him a longer leash because ultimately these guys are competitors, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they want to compete and they're human beings. Like, it's very difficult to just not keep those emotions in check. They have to, they're professionals, but it's still difficult. So I hope that we don't see any more of 3 inning stuff and we get to see this guy just let loose and be who he is.
Yeah.
Injuries happen. They happen, and it's a part of what their job is, that they're going to get hurt, unfortunately. Like, you try to minimize it, but as much as you minimize it, you could even fracture your toe getting out of a bathtub. Only real Rays fans know about that. So, look, congratulations to Drew. I think it's fantastic, but I think it actually opens up a whole can of worms trying to decipher what that rest of the rotation order is going to be.
Ever wanted to experience the NBA Finals live and in person? Well, FanDuel is giving you the chance to turn that dream into reality with their NBA sweepstakes. Here's how it works. Use your profit boost on any NBA future, and you'll automatically be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. That's right. Flights, tickets, the whole 9 yards, the whole experience. So if you're already looking at the board and thinking about which team can make a deep run, this is the perfect time to lock it in. I love futures this time of year, whether it's picking a team to win the championship or grab a conference title. It adds that extra layer of excitement to every game down the stretch. And now, not only can you pick cash, but it could also send you to the final. So go ahead. Don't waste any more time. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. Use your profit boost on an NBA future and get entered for your chance to win a trip to the NBA Finals. Play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA.
Thank you so much for listening to Locked On Rays and making us your first listen. And guess what? If you like this show and you'd like it without interruptions, you can do that by becoming a part of the Everydayer Club. With just $5 a month, you get that show without interruptions. And guess what? Also a members-only Discord channel. But I got something for you guys for the next 9 days. If you use promo code SPRING for the rest of February, you will get a free month of the Everydayer Club. So use the code SPRING for the rest of February, and you get it for free. Go to lockedonrace.supercast.com or check the link in the show notes to learn more. Kevin, balance is the name of the game for the Rays rotation. I know you have an expose for us, but I tell you, I think I already have my mind set up, but let me see if you change the tune of that.
Well, so here's the thing. We know that Drew Rasmussen is the deserved number 1, and he's going to have a fantastic 2026 season. This is Toxic Positivity Week, but we don't need to be toxic positive about Drew Rasmussen because we already know it's established that he's going to be awesome. He's going to use his 3 different fastballs and strike a bunch of hitters out, get a bunch of ground balls, and that climate of the Trop We'll allow him to, pitch 7 2/3 every outing. So there we go with that. So the word is, while we don't necessarily know who the 2, 3, 4, 5 guys are as of yet in terms of the order, we know who they are. We know that Nick Martinez is going to be involved. We know that Steven Matz is going to be involved. We know that Ryan Pepiot is going to be involved. And it seems that we know that Shane McClanahan is going to be involved. The key is, how is that going to set up 2 to 5? And one thing I know, though we don't know the exact order, but I am pretty sure that they are going to split up the lefties in the rotation for competition purposes, whether you put one of the lefties in the 2 spot, in the 4 spot, or the 3 spot, in the 5 spot. That's how it's going to all shake out.
Yeah.
My thought here, and again, I'm just spitballing, but Rasmussen, number 1, Nick Martinez, the highest paid player on the team, number 2, number 3, Ryan Pepiot, or number 3, Steven Matz. I'm sorry. 3 Steven Matz, 4 Pepiot, 5 McClanahan.
I don't dislike it. I do have a different one.
Give me your different one.
I have a different one because I went, with 2 parameters here. Number 1, split the lefties like you did. Number 2, I have to be cognizant that Shane McClanahan might have a leash, which means that he might get the Drew Rasmussen treatment, which means that on his start days, there might be a lot of bullpen usage, which means the guy after him is going to have to be a big boy and going to carry that load. So I was thinking, if in order to do that, you could do Drew Rasmussen first. I think there's a couple of ways you could do this. First option would be Drew. You do then Shane, and then after Shane, you need a horse.
So we're already giving Shane the number 2 spot.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I think it's one option. I mean, they were giving him the opening day starter last year without even playing for a year and a half. I mean, this is how
fair.
Okay, so we do Drew, we do Shane, so righty lefty, and then you need somebody that's going to be a big boy and cover innings. That could be Pepiot. Then you do Steven Matz. And because Steven Matz is also not a Shane McClanahan, but he is becoming a starter after being a couple years at reliever, so you do worry about the length.
Yeah, and he's no spring chicken.
So exactly. So you need another horse, and that could be Nick Martinez. That's one option. Now, I think the first retort will be, you're going to put Shane McClanahan number 2. And the second retort will be, you're paying $13 million to a guy and you're going to put him 5th in rotation. Are you nuts? Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, for the Rays, it's kind of insane just based on their history that you sign a guy, you make him your highest paid player for that individual season, and he's your number 5 guy in the rotation. But if you look around baseball, number 5 starters are making what Nick Martinez is making. There's a lot of number 5s out there making $12 to $15 million per season. So it's not that crazy, that out of the question.
What's another way? What's another way that we can split the lefties and give McClanahan and Matz some cover without putting?
I mean, the other option I had was Rasmussen 1, obviously, Pepiot 2,
okay,
Matz 3, Martinez 4, McClanahan 5. So
and
McClanahan's in the 5 spot.
McClanahan's in the 5 spot. You Rasmussen, the big boy pants after McClanahan. Like, hey, if Mac goes 2-3 innings, Drew, you have a longer leash this year.
Yeah.
Show me what you got. I like that. That's a little bit of even more of a promotion for Drew to cover Shane if something happens. And you're putting Pepiot number 2, which is honestly earned.
Deserved. I mean, he's probably, as of today, the second best starter, or the one that we can most rely upon, because we can't rely upon Shane McClanahan right now.
No. So
we can't use the 2023 numbers as a barometer until we actually see what he does in live games. I don't care about a 98 mile per hour bullpen session. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we're on the same page with that. So I like that. So we could do Drew, Pepiot. That 1-2 punch is deadly. I like that. And then number 3, you would go Steven Matz.
Yeah. Matz.
Martinez covers him in the 4th.
And then McClanahan.
And then
And then, I mean, after Shane McClanahan at 5, you still have a big dog coming up, because then you have Drew Rasmussen that next day.
And then imagine a series where you put McClanahan, Rasmussen, Pepiot, like a 5-1-2. Ooh, if you're the other team, you're gonna have a tough day.
Yeah.
Or tough series rather.
But ultimately, I mean, whatever it is, I mean, we'll find out, I'm sure, several weeks from now, but they're going to split up the lefties. I think that
you
is
have to.
definitely
I think
key. That's what Cash and Snyder are saying to disrupt the opponent lineup construction and prevent teams from stacking right-handed batters for consecutive games. I mean, it's kind of like an old school thing, but it does make sense at the end of the day for the, platoon situation that you're dealing with. Now,
is there another way that we're not thinking? Maybe you do.
I mean, we do have a couple listener comments out here that I'll just run through.
Okay.
So Adam Moffitt says, Raz, Shane, Pepiot, Martinez, Boyle. And then the great Al Bushman says, after Rasmussen, it's Pepiot, Shane, Matz, Martinez. So in that one, he has lefties going back to back.
You can't have lefties back to back. Whoever said that.
And then obviously, waiting in the wings, theoretically, is Joe Boyle and Ian Seymour. But let me ask this question. And this could be maybe a topic for a later day, but just real quickly, as it stands today, we have our 5. They're set in stone as of today, unless somebody, sprains their arm taking off a jersey or putting on a jersey or falls in the bathtub. Is this a top 10 rotation in baseball? Yes or no?
Toxic positivity week. Yes.
Okay. Number 10. That would be a top 10 rotation.
That would be a top 10 rotation. And I know people would be like, are you kidding? But I would need to see all of the rotations in front of me and engage. But from the outliers that you can quickly think of, obviously Dodgers are going to
right.
stick as heck.
Yeah.
But there are other teams that are building something really special this year. So I'm going to say yes because it's toxic positivity week, but it wouldn't be top 5.
Yeah. And let's be honest. I mean, the Rays have literally totally remade the rotation. For all intents and purposes, 3 of the 5 guys are new.
60% of the rotation is new. And
no Zach Littell.
One dude hasn't pitched in 2.5 years. And then another dude is coming back from being a reliever. It's not so stable, but we like it. We like it. As Rays fans, you should definitely like this rotation.
And I think the Rays did a good job in the offseason for sure with acquiring Matz and Martinez. And you hope, hey, game's a game. Use the top tier advantage. That could ultimately push the Rays into having a top 10 rotation just based on half your games being at that
park factors matter.
Ballpark. So
now I know we're running long, so I'll just I want to make sure that you guys on the YouTube comments leave your rotation order.
Yeah.
Just be mindful. I know that some commenter put 2 lefties in a row. Don't do that. You're not following. That's a no-no.
I will be totally shocked if they put 2 lefties in a row.
They're even saying it. We're not going to do it. So let's play by the rules that Kevin Cash and Snyder are saying.
And again, my thought is, with Shane McClanahan, and again, 5, you start him out. Hey, you're only working 3 1/3. You have a bulk arm in the bullpen, be it Joe Boyle, Ian Seymour. All right, that gets you to 6-7 innings. Then you have the rest of the bullpen finishing up. And then the next day, you're going to Drew Rasmussen.
Yeah.
And you're expecting Drew Rasmussen to really take the cake there.
Think about that, guys, too, when you do the rotation. The lefties in Matz and McClanahan, they might have a shorter leash. So then you need to put a big boy pants guy behind both Matz and McClanahan. So have fun in the comments with that rotation order.
Indeed. All right. We'll wrap things up with baseball trivia and Name That War.
Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. It's about finding the right person with the right background who can actually help your business move forward. And if you want candidates who match what you're looking for, Indeed sponsored jobs is the move, because instead of hoping the right person just stumbles across your post, Indeed helps you match with the quality candidates that you deserve, because they boost your job listing to the people who fit your specific criteria. For example, if I were hiring, I would want the people to like what they're doing, to be good at what they're doing. And that's exactly what Indeed can do for you. And here's a stat that says it all. In the minute that I've been talking to, companies like yours made 27 hires on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. So if you're hiring, spend less time searching and more time interviewing candidates. So listeners of the show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help you get your job on the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed.
Thank you for listening to the Locked On Rays podcast and making us your first listen of the day. We appreciate it. We are, of course, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, the #1 sports podcast network in the galaxy. Even extraterrestrials listen and subscribe to the pod. That's how we're going to get 3,000 YouTube subscribers. I apologize for two things. One, I know my face isn't as clear in this episode. The lighting is terrible where I'm at. And in the background, I got police sirens, fire sirens. Somebody's running a heavy equipment pressure washer. There's a lot going on. So I think we are wrapping up at a good time with baseball trivia. Name that war. Ulises, what do you have in the arena of baseball trivia?
Well, to finish off our toxic positivity week, I'm going to give you and everybody listening a fastball down the bleeping middle. Although I did hear a commenter saying that don't use bleeping, man. It's cringe. Is it though? I mean, I can't say anything else in that. So if you have another suggestion.
People like to get on us about anything and everything. I mean, people are, all riled up about Ulises' take on not wanting to give promo items to Yankees fans at Rays games at the Trop. I mean, people are a little wonky. I'll just say that. And they can't understand sarcasm or a little tongue in cheek. I mean, sometimes you got to put on a little bit of some of this is performative. It's theater.
It's entertain. We're here to entertain you and hopefully make you just a little bit smarter by just giving you notes and things that you hadn't thought about.
Yeah.
That's it. Informative and entertainment. This is what it is. We try to make your day a little bit brighter, people.
This is professional wrestling. Okay?
Since 2008, there have been 10 different opening day starters, with Drew Rasmussen being the last one to join the list, Kevin.
Okay.
How many of the 9 can you and other listeners get?
Ryan Pepiot.
Ryan Pepiot is correct. He did it last year.
Shane McClanahan.
Shane McClanahan did it twice in 23 and in 22.
Zach Eflin.
Zach Eflin did it in 24.
Charlie Morton.
Charlie Morton did it as well, yes, in 2020.
David Price.
David Price did it twice. Very good.
James
13
Shields.
and 24.
Shields.
And 14, sorry. Shields did it 4 times, actually. Very good.
So I need 3 more.
You need 1, 2, 3 more. Yes.
Scott Kazmir.
Strike 1.
What the heck?
Since 2008.
Since 2008. Chris Archer.
He did it 4 times, and 4 times. Very good.
Now we're getting into guys. Am I missing like a big name?
Yeah.
Tyler Glasnow.
Very good. He did it in 2021.
Okay. Can you give me a hint? What is the year I'm missing?
You are missing 2019.
2019.
So he must have had a nice 2018.
Must have had it. Aha. Balake Snell.
Balake Snell, Mr. Bathtub himself.
Yeah. Save the best for last. I appreciate that little tipster there. All right. Now, name that WAR where we take a player from the past and try to guess their career WAR, wins above replacement, according to Baseball Reference. This guy is a pitcher. This guy is a Tampa resident. This guy is a lefty. This guy played for 4 of the 5 AL East teams. The one team he did not play for was yours truly, Tampa Bay Rays. His name is David. His last name is Wells. What is his career WAR?
It's a good one. It's a good name. I'm pretty sure David Wells was a damn dog.
Yeah, and let me also mention this. Baseball Reference is 100% lying about his playing weight. He was not 6'3" and 187 pounds. Maybe when he first broke into the league in 1987, but when I watched him, he was maybe 287, not 187.
187. Damn. Don't read everything you see on websites, kids.
Yeah.
It's another thing.
For myriad reasons.
Myriad reasons. David Wells. I'm going to go with a quick finger here. He was probably like 20 years. I'm going to say that at least 15 of those years, he was at least a 2-WAR pitcher. So that's 30. Yeah, this man's, I'm going to go with like 46 WAR.
Okay. David Wells played 21 years.
Okay.
From 1987 to 2007, like 8 or 9 different teams. So you had the 4 AL East teams, plus the longest tenure with Toronto, 8 years, then the Yankees with 4 years. Also played with Detroit, Padres, White Sox, Cincinnati, and the Dodgers.
Huh.
He was a 3-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, ALCS MVP, a career 4.13 ERA, 239 wins. He racked up.
You look like a silhouette, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. He racked up. God, the bosses are going to hate this one. 3,439 innings, 2,200 strikeouts. That should give you a good taste of what David Wells was in terms of his production and longevity. His career WAR, you're not too far off. Hall of very, very good. I think we can all agree. 53.4.
Okay. I don't feel that bad. 46 to 53. All right. That's pretty good. Hey, guys. Thank you for joining us on Toxic Positivity Week. Thank you for joining us every bleeping week. We really appreciate it. Keep leaving your comments. Keep leaving those likes. On the chase for 3,000 subscribers before opening day. We're like 100 and change away. 100 and change. So if you haven't subscribed, why not? Just do that. That'd be really nice.
We would appreciate that.
Yeah.
And on that note, we hope you all have a wonderful week, wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday.